Why is Nestle, a Swiss multinational food and beverage company, with 29 of their brands that have sales of over 1 billion a year and have over 8,000 brands, they have a total of 447 factories across 194 countries. Why is this company one of the most hated companies? Well, do your research and you'll find out. First of all, the problems began in the 90s with the baby formula, the boycott of Nestle. Nestle was aggressively pushing their breastfeeding formula in less economically developed countries, specifically targeting the poor. So Nestle was mislabeling their infant formula, and they made it seem that their infant formula was almost as good as mother's milk, which is highly unethical for several reasons. The first problem was that in these poor countries, there was a need for water sanitation. Especially in Africa, they didn't have access to this clean water. But Nestle seemed to have knowingly ignored this and encouraged mothers to use formula even when they knew there were risks. Breastfeeding, one of the most important aspects for an infant, especially in unsanitized areas, was cast aside. The baby formula was labeled as the nearest thing in the world and a splendid triumph of care and science, so like mother's milk that the tiny stomach won't notice the difference. But this was mislabeling and untrue. Breastfeeding is unparalleled in providing the ideal food for infants. The optimal way to feed a baby is exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months, followed by breastfeeding combined with complementary foods until the child is 2 years old. So this was the first issue with Nestle. Basically, Nestle was had unethical promotion and sale of infant formula in third world countries. It was genocide for profit. The next problem we have with Nestle is water and the bottled water. Few people know it, but Nestle is actually the world's largest producer of bottled water. In fact, they're so keen on their water business that they believe water isn't a universal right. Sorry, okay. Okay. Today, several countries and organizations are still boycotting Nestle despite their claims to be in compliance with regulations. There's even a committee called the International Nestle Boycott Committee that monitors Nestle's practices. Several universities and student organizations have also joined the boycott of Nestle. Nestle, let's see. At the Second World Water Forum in 2000, Nestle pushed for making access to drinking water from a right to a need. A recent case involving Nestle is the California drought, an issue without precedent in the past 1,200 years, but Nestle doesn't care. Despite, let's see. Reports have been made that Nestle's company has been sourcing its water from the San Bernardino National Forest without a permit, and they've been recently bumped to the front for permit renewal. So, an independent analysis puts all of the water usage of Nestle at 1 billion gallons a year.